All right, I know you got a couple more teasers than I do, so run them down. Let's get it.
Yeah, all right, we'll keep it quick. I got a two-team teaser for the Thursday night games. That's tomorrow. We're gonna go 7:30 Mid Tennessee University at Western Kentucky. They're
Yep.
at -6. Western Kentucky's just a better team. They got a better quarterback. Middle Tennessee State, I'm sorry, Middle Tennessee University should have some problems against that offense. Um, I like Washington Kentucky to win this game. We're going to get them down to +1, and we're going to marry them with a team I've been really following on a low. Jacksonville State. I had them last week. I
Mm.
told you last week late. I said, watch out, Jacksonville State. As I was doing my little research going on to Saturday. They're playing Sam Houston, who I thought defensively was really, really stout. But man,
Hmm.
did they show me something last week that they aren't as stout as I thought they were. So give me Jacksonville State going away to Sam Houston at +1 too. So a two-team teaser pretty much for them to win Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky tomorrow for some early action. Let's get on the book and the positive side early in the week on Thursday.
I like it.
We're going to go to the Saturday card, three-team totals. Um, three-team totals teaser. That's a 10-point teaser. We're gonna go Florida versus Kentucky at Kentucky. This game is usually a battle within the trenches. I think both teams really have solid defenses. They like to run the football. Um, so I think it's going to be kind of played inside the box a little bit. The total is at 46. We're going to tease them to under 56 points. We're going to put them with that Penn State Northwestern game that we both agreed and we liked that the under 46 was there. I'm going to add 10 more points to that. That's going to be under 56 with that teaser. And the last game we're going to go was a game we just spoke about, Notre Dame and Duke. We're going to go under
Mm.
61 and a half. That line was set at 51 and a half. We're going to go under 61 and a half. So that's a three-team teaser, all team total unders. The Florida UK, Penn State Northwestern, Notre Dame Duke, all unders in a 10-point teaser. The next teaser we have is a four-team, 13-point super teaser that we like to do. We're going to start this one off with Texas A&M at Arkansas +6. We're going to bring Arkansas to 20 points. Just think Arkansas can keep up. I just think they're a team that's going to be able to
Yeah, they
keep up. They're
can.
not going to lose the
Yeah.
fight. You're at home. You got Jefferson, who's a running dual threat quarterback who can run and pass. I know Texas A&M is pretty tough. They can beat you really quickly early, but I think Arkansas will be able to keep up in this game and give me 20 points all day. I'll take that. That's Arkansas plus 20 points. We're going to go Kansas at Texas. We spoke about this earlier at Texas. We're going to go 29 points and a half. Give me Kansas plus 29 points and a half. I think Kansas also be able to keep up within that 30 mark. So I'm going to marry Arkansas with Kansas plus 21, 29 and a half. We're going to go to another 3:30 game at Indiana at Maryland. You know I love Maryland. Maryland, we're going to get them down to a win versus Indiana. Indiana's on the
Yep.
road. Indiana's usually a feisty bunch, but I think Maryland's going to be too much offensively. Tagovailoa has been doing his thing since he's been there. I think he continues that ride. Give me to a win at home versus Indiana. And we're going to take that with Missouri at Vanderbilt. We know that Vandy's been struggling over the past few years. Missouri's been hot, undefeated. Big win last few weeks ago against Kansas State. They followed that up with another victory last week. I think that train continues to go, and they'll continue to be undefeated. Missouri at Vanderbilt, get that down to a pick. So we're going to go a four-team teaser 13 point. That's Arkansas plus 20, Kansas plus 29 and a half, Maryland -1, pretty much a win, and Missouri to a pick.
Yep. Let's
And
keep it
then my,
rolling.
my very last one, 14 teaser, same process, 13-point super teaser. We're going to go Clemson at Q's. That means Clemson is on the road after a tough loss last week against Florida State at home. Now you got to go to the Superdome, not the Superdome. Forgot what dome that is. But up in Syracuse, they're +7. We're gonna get them up to 20 points. Syracuse always plays Clemson pretty tough for some reason. Even when Clemson was dominant, Syracuse always gave him fits. I like Syracuse here, even possibly even money line. You might get some good
Ooh.
juice on a value at Syracuse money line. I really, really do like Syracuse money line here. There's a lot of revenge factors here for Syracuse to want to come up here and make a statement. Um, so let me just take a quick look really quickly. Sorry.
GMA wireless dome.
Who is?
Syracuse, the GMA wireless dome.
Yes, but it used to be called something else for some reason. Looking at the head-to-head matchups over the past few years with Clemson, even at Clemson's at the highest, you had 27-21 Clemson, 17-14 Clemson, 47-21 Clemson, which was probably their biggest one in 2020, and then 41-6 right before then, and when Syracuse was in the dirt. But for over the last 3 years, they've been pretty much keeping it within that point range. So give me 20 points for Syracuse at home. We're going to go there with Arizona State and playing Cal at Cal. Arizona State is getting 12 points. We're going to bring it up to 25 and a half. Cal showed me a lot last week. I thought Cal was going to be able to
Yeah,
stand a little bit stronger. They were not able to stand strong at all. Arizona State, a young team, young coach out there, got these boys fighting a little bit. Not a good team, but I think they can stay within 25 points against a pretty marginal dual quarterback system in Cal. Give me 25 points there. And then we're going to go Michigan playing Nebraska. I like Michigan going down to 4.5. I think Michigan wins by 2 scores here against Nebraska. I think Matt Rule is still trying to get it together and figure out who his team is in Nebraska, and get that identity right. But in the meantime, Michigan will trug along with the victory, with probably a 2 score victory against Nebraska. And then lastly, Georgia playing Auburn. I'd like them to win this game. So I'm going to bring
yep,
them down from 14.5 to -1.5 to play Auburn. Georgia's just a dominant team. They're better than Auburn. Could be a little tricky though, but I like them to win the game. That's going to be a 1 unit play for the 14 teaser 13 point. Syracuse plus 20, Arizona plus 25.5, Michigan -4.5, and Georgia -1.5.
yeah. Let me update that one because I have Clemson. You want Syracuse? My bad. For that 13-point teaser. There we go. That's better. Now yours is for those watching. Diddy gave his numbers, so this is just DraftKings book. So Diddy might have another number earlier line from another book that he might be using to get this 13 points. So just make sure you guys are checking your numbers to marry up if you're following the play and tailing the play. All right, I like them all. I'm gonna go through mine. I have two. I'm doing two 13.4 14 leg teasers, monster teaser, super teaser, whatever you want to call them. Kind of marrying almost everything what Diddy said here. A lot of these ones we just have the same teams, but just kind of a different mashup. So my first one is going to be a totals one. Took this one from Sharp last week. I liked his thought process and the way he did this. When we got USC and Colorado, most people would tease down the total, but I think we tease up and take the under here. No way this game gets over 80 points in my book. Even if they score 60, they got to score 20 20 something points, and I don't think that's going to happen. We already talked about Colorado might not even scoring 20 points. So let me tease that up and get that over the key number. It's not even a key number, just get that over the number of 80. This is a four-teamer again. I'm going to tease up. We already talked about a little bit Penn State, Northwestern, teasing that up. Um, to it would be 56. I'm sorry, 59 points. No way Northwestern kind of stays suit here. And I said this last week. I've been watching this Tulane team. I said it last week that I really like Tulane here. Well, I really like this Tulane team. And what I really like is this goddamn defense. This defense likes to fly around. They have multiple first rounders on that defensive line. I don't think UAB can keep up with this Tulane team. I don't think UAB can even score a lot of points with this UAB team at home in Tulane. Give me the total. I'm taking the under again. I think Tulane wins this game easily, but I don't think UAB can score here. And then I got one more taking something out of your page. I'm going a little bit different here. Instead of taking the side of Michigan, which I do like your side, I think they beat up on Nebraska. I like the total again. I'm teasing up the total. I don't think these are all top defenses that I just don't think the other side of the ball can score here. When we look at this number, I tease that up to 50, 52. Michigan hasn't scored more than 40 points in a game yet, right? They just haven't. So, and it's the way they play, and they've dominated almost everybody they've been against 31-7, 35-3. Nebraska's going to have a tough time scoring. So, those are the numbers. Um, USC versus Colorado, 86 and a half. Penn State versus Northwestern, 59. UAB versus Tulane, 71. Michigan versus Nebraska, under 52, 13.4 monster teaser. All right. That's my first side. My second side, let me clear all this out. Really kind of similar to what Diddy was saying in some of these other plays. They showed me a little something with Maryland. So I'll take Maryland just to win the game. Like you said, Indiana is scrappy, but I don't think they'll win. I think Maryland wins the game. Also, another team that you guys put me on too sharp. Love this play here. Hawaii's coming off a very tough win, surprising win late. Hawaii don't win much, so whenever they win, it's an exciting time for them. So now they have to travel back over to UNLV. Give me UNLV just to win the game.
I like that.
Now, uh, it's kind of going against earlier what I said, but I'm double dipping in the game and playing the other side. Give me the Dukers teasing those guys out, right, to
I like
18 and a
I
half.
like it. I like it. I like it.
Even though North, I keep saying North for some reason, Notre Dame, I believe, could win this game by 2 scores. I do not think they're going to blow them out by more than 3 scores. I don't think they score more than 17 points in winning this game. Like you said, that Duke defense is for real, is solid. So I expect them to keep this game close. But give me the Dukers plus 18 and a half, the Blue Devils. And I think you already touched it already. Even though playing Georgia and playing Auburn in Auburn could be tough sledding, I don't think they're going to beat Georgia. I just don't. I don't think they're going to beat Georgia. So give me Georgia Bulldogs just to win the game. This is another 14, 13-point teaser. I really like this one. Maryland to win. UNLV gaining the points now at +2. Duke 18 and a half, and Georgia Bulldogs to win at -1.
So I do. I think I'm gonna tell this pick here. I probably will change out the Georgia one because I already have that on another ticket. I don't
Yeah,
like to put a lot of stuff on the same ticket. But let me
yeah,
ask you
yeah,
a
no,
question. That first
yeah,
ticket you got on your 14 teaser, that Colorado USC, right?
yeah.
What do you think is stronger to go under in that Penn State Northwestern game or go under in this game? That
Oh,
might be something to think about. You're right. Like I think we both said like, ain't no way Northwestern's gonna be able to score under. They ain't getting 13 extra points. That means you're almost getting to Penn State Northwestern under 60, close to versus a team that you know that can by himself. USC can put up 60, and if so happens that Colorado can put up 20, you're right there at the 80 mark.
so I do expect Colorado to come out a little bit better. Like
So,
they're going to know what to expect against these
so you think they
powerhouse
can get
Pac-12
20?
teams. No,
Okay.
but I expect the game plan to be a little bit different. Now, whether they can execute is a different story. I think you see a little bit more running.
From who?
Um,
From who?
I,
Colorado?
I think
No,
so.
if you expecting that, get off that bet right now. If that's what you that's part of your planning and handicapping, you on the wrong side. You know that. They don't run.
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm hoping they do. But what I'm also thinking is, I, I think that really, in all honesty, I think that total for USC is high. I
Okay.
don't think they score over 50 points.
Okay.
I don't think they score over 50 points, and I know for sure Colorado ain't scoring 30. So I think it's going to be similar to what we saw in Oregon, like 45 to 10,
Okay.
45-17. You know what I
So
mean?
you're more confident in that than Northwestern somehow getting to a
No, no,
60
no, 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 no. Now
point
that I
game.
think about talking out loud, I'm more confident in the Penn State play for
Yeah,
sure.
we got that's something that would be something I would switch with that. Because I'm with you with the confidence of I just can't see Penn State getting into a unless Penn State is 53, you know what I mean? Unless they just completely
Yeah.
blowing them out and here comes a backdoor last touchdown. I
Yeah.
can see that happening more in this Colorado game than I can see it in the Penn State game. So that's just something I would probably switch out at that first ticket. That's about it. Just to think about.
Okay. All right. I'll make a note of that.